Right, here we go. Back again. Back again. Alright. And today is Friday. So it's the Friday fix. And the return of the Friday fix. I think now it's been about 3 weeks away, thanks to my strikes on the original channel. But it is indeed back again. And this is the 37th episode of the Friday Fix. So the longest running show on That's Life, but not as we know it, right? You could say it's the bread and butter of the channel, and it's now here at its new home, That's Life, but not as we know it, too, at least until April. So yeah, time will tell. So yeah, it's here for the foreseeable future, and we will, as always, get into a few things in regards to the latest news since we last updated you, at least, right? We will touch on this guy, Elon, who is clearly showing us some personal information. Thank you, Elon. And this guy, another hero of ours, of course, Bill Gates, the face of the pandemic, right? Where would we be without people like Bill Gates or Bill Rockefeller is probably more fitting. Or this guy, Elon Musk, here to save us all and give us all internet like we've always wanted, right? Sure. And Elon this week, once again, has been sending his rocket drones into space or into Earth's orbit, is more like it. And it always reminds me of the Thunderbirds, right? The cartoon. And whoops, would you believe it? It exploded once again. It kind of landed and caught fire while landing. And yeah, kaboom. And the rest is history. I think they should just pack up and finish and say, right, we ain't getting to Mars. Let's just forget it and concentrate on real problems like starvation and other things like the serious mental health issues and suicides. But no, of course, our dream is to get to Mars. Sure, SpaceX last week successfully landed its reusable Starship rocket after completing a high altitude flight test. But then it exploded. Right, so not very successful and hardly fucking usable, right? Better luck next time, Elon, who unfortunately was not on board, right? That's the problem with landing on a hard surface, like SpaceX's Boca Chica launch site. Right, could just have it land on a big net or bouncy castle, Musk proposed in a subsequent post. Lacks dignity, but would work. There are multiple fixes in the works for Starship SN11, which recently rolled out to the Texas launch site and could be ready to take off as soon as next week. Hip hip hooray, right? Yeah, not messing about. But yeah, hopefully next time they can just catch it with a big fucking fishing net. Or it might land on a fucking kid's bouncy castle, right? Sure, why not? The sheep would still fucking believe it. 3 hours ago, Track.in, Elon Musk's satellite-based internet will connect trucks and ships. Right, so providing poor people with cheap internet, not enough for our hero Elon, right? A request has been filed with the US Federal Communications Commission, which clearly shows the company's plans to expand the Starlink satellite internet network for rural areas to other sectors. This further confirms the company's plans to connect the network to large vehicles such as trucks and ships. Right, so Starlink basically wants to have control over everything that will be connected to the Internet of Things, because that's where it's going. Like we have touched on many times, it's all heading to the 5G Starlink fucking kill grid, if you like. The main aim of SpaceX is to offer internet at cheaper rates for millions of people who reside in remote areas in the entire world. Right, so that's the dream, to provide these people who have absolutely fucking nothing, not a seat to sit on, not a bed to fucking lie on, not a meal to fucking feed them. But yet here we are, wanting to provide them with free, basically, or cheap internet. How did we fucking get here, right? And speaking of money, because for a while, Elon, for a brief, what seemed very brief moment, was the richest man in the world. And I did call that about one of the only things I have called, to be fair. But he's not anymore. But still, he is breaking records. And I still reckon eventually he will be the only fucking show in town when it comes to money. But of course, he is only the face of the plan when it comes to Starlink. But he's seemingly breaking more records. As you can see, Elon Musk sets a new milestone, gains 25 billion. Yep, billion in just one day. Yep, one fucking day. Now imagine what he could do with that money in terms of starvation. But yet still, he's not bothered. I mean, people like me and you, we can try maybe to give money to a charity that's not corrupt. But where do you find one of them? Right, to try and at least sleep a bit easier at night. Because one of the biggest conspiracies, really, let's face it, on everyone is the fact that there are still to this day children dying of starvation. But yet the majority of us carry on. But what else can we do? This is the way it's set up. And if we could, I'm adamant that most of us would change it in an instant. But the way it is, we don't have the power. Let's face it. But people like Elon and Bezos, they seemingly do. But yet still, their biggest fucking concern is internet and Wi-Fi. Sure, we are not worthy. Right, sticking with Elon, I seen this one. Actually, before we carry on with Elon, I did say at the start that the original channel would be back in May. But that was a lie. It's the end of May. That strike is up. So I was actually meant to say June, right? So we will be here on this channel at least until June. And when my strike is up, I will only be posting updates on the main channel. Everything will be here until at least June, right? So that's that cleared up. But yeah, this one here, Business Insider, India, 10 hours ago. Elon Musk's SpaceX wins 2 Pentagon contracts for nearly $160 million. Of course, he fucking did, right? How lucky is Elon, right? I'm sure he fought his hardest to win them contracts, right? Of course, it's all by design. This one here as well, 13 hours ago. Elon Musk's boring company, Flamethrower, found at drug bust. Right, so this is Elon's boring company that digs tunnels, right? He came up with the idea, seemingly just one day, was sitting down, smoking a big fucking joint and puffing on a big bong, and he thought, right, I'm going to start digging a hole. So he got his fucking spade out and started digging, and yeah, hey presto, the boring company. But of course, no, this is another thing that is all by design. And yeah, they make flamethrowers. For what reason, did you wonder? Well, there you go. It's so drug dealers can toast any fucking junkie that's not paid them, right? They can turn them to fucking ashes. But of course, this as well. They are digging tunnels so cities can become traffic free. Right, so you can see where it's all heading. And what else have they been digging underground? I wonder, right? And yeah, is there nothing that this guy Elon will not put his hand to? Right, what's next? Is he going to colonize Mars and the moon maybe? Is he going to build his own city? A Starlink city? A smart Starlink city? Who knows, right? And yeah, this one here, 2 days ago, Surface Magazine. Elon Musk might build a new city in Texas. Right. So yeah, it would look like Elon is now planning on building his own wee space fucking city, if you like. He can build one on Mars. That's what I say. He can take all his space buddies with him and fuck off to Mars and to let people here concentrate on real life, right? Elon Musk's expansion plans in Texas are beginning to take shape. On Twitter, Musk teased the creation of a city called Starbase to support the production facilities currently building SpaceX's Mars rocket, Starship, while the company's website listed a job opening at a state-of-the-art Austin factory where Starlink satellites will be mass-produced. We'll see if it actually materializes, but it's worth noting that incorporating a new city is no small feat, right, and will require surmounting legal challenges. If SpaceX and Elon Musk would like to pursue down this path, they must abide by all state incorporation statutes. Right, so will we see the creation of a super smart Starlink state by Elon Musk? Right, the first of its kind. Fucking look out for it, right? It's coming. CNBC, 6 days ago. Dangers await humans on Mars as Elon Musk sets his sights on colonization. Dun, dun, dun. Look out, the species of Mars. Here comes Elon. Of course, Elon, he probably won't go. He will send some other fucking dummy, space dummy, like the one he sent in his Tesla that is currently circulating Pluto, right? Why not? Sure. And yeah, we will leave Elon for the time being, but yeah, he will be back again. That is for sure. Now, this guy, another hero of ours, right? Sure. Of course, when I say hero, I am indeed meaning the complete opposite. These guys are not heroes of humanity or me or you. They are indeed villains of humanity, no doubt about it, right? You'd have to be blind to not see that these guys are bad fucking news. Daily Express, 1 day ago, Bill Gates blasts Bitcoin as not a great climate thing in stark environmental warning. Alright, so Mystic Meg once again with the warnings, right? Because he warned us about COVID, about the pandemic. Of course, he knew what was coming, that is for sure. And if Bill Gates is not investing, then it's not good. But if he's investing, then it's good. Right, sure, got it. Bloomberg, 6 days ago. Bill Gates' investment in carbon removal tech. Right, so carbon removal tech, that's clearly a good thing. But it will indeed be the opposite. Right, it'll be bad news. Yahoo Entertainment, 12 hours ago. Bill Gates thinks not wearing a mask, are you ready, is like not wearing pants. Right, so in the UK, pants are like boxer shorts, Y-fronts, right? In America, they are trousers, right? Your trousers. In America, that's pants. But either way, yeah, it's comical, really. And it's quite interesting because I don't think I've ever seen Bill Gates wearing a mask. So he must not wear pants quite a lot, right? Sure, quite an image, that one. And really, what I wanted to touch on this week in terms of Gates is this article here from the Conservative Woman. Bill Gates, the one-man state, and how medical philanthropy is hijacked. And it's by Janice Davis, the 4th of March, 2021. Right, so, what's this then? Corey Bernardi, I think is how it's pronounced, a presenter on Sky News Australia, has even a problem. In a recent broadcast, he confessed he has difficulty with organisations that start with the term world. Right, so already I like this guy. You know, the World Food Programme, the World Meteorological Organization, the World Tourism Organization, even the World Vegetable Centre, whose websites reassure us how much they care about poverty, disease, starvation, climate catastrophe, child neglect, about everyone and everything. They were created to be the very essence of philanthropy. Right. So yeah, this guy has a problem with people like the WHO or the World Food Programme. Yeah, much like me and you. So yeah, I like this guy. I have heard good things about Sky News Australia in the past. So yeah, maybe we should check it out. But to continue with it, Bernardi's problem now is that they definitely are not philanthropic. The politics of global domination have overtaken the basic caring objectives, and sovereign nations have enabled the transfer of political power into the hands of a small number of corrupt and unelected oligarchs. He homes in on the granddaddy of them all, the World Economic Forum. Yep, and this guy is bang on the fucking money. his worries and concerns are clearly similar to me and you, and he has organisations like the World Economic Forum well and truly clocked. They are corrupt to their absolute fucking core, right? And to continue with this, all this makes me feel a bit uneasy because these supranational institutions are based in and around Geneva, my own country of residence, Switzerland, where they enjoy a plethora of legal and financial advantages. Huh, ain't that a coincidence? My unease is shared by the new Swiss journal NSJ, a right-wing publication which has decried what it considers to be the questionable nature of links between the federal health authorities and the World Health Organization. Huh. So yeah, the ever trustworthy WHO. Sure. And to continue with it, it goes further and uncovers a disturbing link between the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation via the Geneva-based organisation Gavi Alliance, previously called the Global Alliance for Vaccine and Immunisation, a public-private global health partnership which aims to increase access to immunisation in poor countries. Hip hip hooray! It brings together governments, the WHO, the United Nations Children's Fund, UNICEF, commercial and civil institutions, and of course, the Gates Foundation. Right, all in it together, of course, to immunise and inoculate the whole fucking world, even the poor people, like I said, who have nothing, not a fucking pot to piss in. But don't worry, we'll inoculate you and give you free Wi-Fi. I can actually hear the fucking starving children all around the world dancing and celebrating their joy at this news, right? Sure. The 41st session of the committee has been filmed and posted on the internet. In the footage, Dr. Astrid, oh Jesus, here we go, Astrid Stuckelberger, a Swiss health scientist and researcher, can be viewed in effect blowing the whistle on the inner workings of the WHO, where she worked for 20 fucking years. Right, so thanks to Dr. Astrid Stuckelberger, I think is how you pronounce it. Maybe you can correct me if I'm wrong, but we'll go with Stuckelberger, right? Thanks to her for coming out and blowing the whistle. She reveals that Bill Gates lobbied member states of the WHO to accept him on its executive board with the equivalent status of a member state. Right, even though this was not officially voted through, Gates has been able to operate unofficially in this capacity, a situation unprecedented in the history of nation states. He has even been able to sign contracts enabling him to be viewed in effect as a one-man state, even coining the term Bill Gates-istan. Wow. So, there you go. Who's up for moving to Bill Gates-istan? Or, yeah, maybe the next one will be Elonistan, right? Or Starlinkistan. It's absolutely fucking crazy. But this is where we are. And yeah, Bill Gates, the power of a fucking state. Now remember, this guy is a college fucking dropout, a Rockefeller no less, a criminal straight fucking up. And we knew this fucking long ago. But thanks again to Stuckleberger, I think is the name, for coming out and informing us about BillGates-istan, wee Billy, his own fucking state, right? I don't know if there's a bigger criminal in the world than Bill Gates. Probably his relatives that fund him, the fucking Rockefellers, right? But we'll leave Bill Gates for the time being, but without any fucking doubt, you can bet your life, house, and every single thing you own that he will be back in the Friday fix. No doubt about it. Now I want to take you here to the Houses of Parliament, right? But first of all, let's go to this story. This came out this week. The Bill Gates Guardian, 4 hours ago. Family of Sarah Everard pay tribute to bright and beautiful woman. Relatives of 33-year-old speak of pain after police said they had found human remains. So this is this story about a 33-year-old woman from the UK who seemingly got murdered by a police officer. And straight off the bat, a lot of people have been pointing out that that magical number, 33, has appeared quite a lot in this story. Is it an encoded psyop, as this guy has put it? What's really going on here? Is it a distraction like the Prince Harry and Meghan affair? No more than a distraction. It's like a pickpocketer. They will distract you with one hand and rob you with the other, right? That's how it goes down. So, if this is a distraction, what's really going on that they do not want us to see? Right, so let's, for the sake of it, jump over to the Houses of Parliament and the place where they create and come up with these magical bills and acts that they put upon the people, right? The Home Office, 10th of March 2021, policy paper, police crime sentencing and court bill 2021, protest powers fact sheet. Right, so they've been passing through some bills while the sheep lap up fucking Harry Hewitt and Meghan, right? The royals, or they used to be. You don't just leave the royal family, by the way. It's like mafia, straight up. And anything put on TV about the royals has been okayed by the royals, I can assure you. But to stick with this, Metropolitan Police Commissioner, Dr. fucking Dick, right? How fitting. What are we going to do? The measures in the bill will allow the police to take a more proactive approach in managing highly disruptive protests, causing serious disruption to the public. Right, so the police can now take a more proactive approach. How are we going to do it? Provisions in the bill will widen the range of conditions that the police can impose on static protests to match existing police powers to impose conditions on marches. Right, so it's beginning to look like the freedom to protest is going to be gone. This is what this is basically saying. They will either arrest you for protesting or simply beat you up and then arrest you. That is usually how it goes down when the police decide to make a move when there is these protests and marches. A lot of people do say, well, they do nothing. The protest means nothing. We don't get anywhere, which is kind of true. But it's now beginning to look like protests will be a thing of the past. And talk about 1984, we are here, straight up. The Guardian, Scotland hate crime bill set to pass, despite row over exclusion of women. 18 hours ago, this is this hate crime bill in Scotland. It is absolutely fucking mental shit. It is so draconian. Even Orwell couldn't fucking think of this shit. I fucking shit you not. Final vote due on Thursday after move to add sex to list of protected characteristics is turned down. Right, so what's this then? Scotland's controversial hate crime bill is set to pass later on Thursday amid anger about its current exclusion of women and assurances that the legislation will not criminalise those whose views are considered by some to be transphobic. Right, so if you have a view that is considered in any way, shape or form to be transphobic by the powers that be in Scotland, you will indeed be charged under the new Hate Crime Act. And I do actually want to get into this. So possibly in the next Friday Fix, we might touch on it. If not, I will make a video of its own for this controversial hate crime bill. Because, yep, by the looks of it, and we knew it was coming anyway, and honestly, it's fucking crazy. You will not believe it, but by the sounds of it, they're going to vote it through. Right? How fantastic. I'm sure that the people of Scotland, me included, will soon find out all about the fucking hate crime bill. That is for sure. And in other news, in terms of the Wonder Jab, right? 1 hour ago, Evening Standard, UK urges people to still get safe AstraZeneca jab after EU concerns. So there's been concerns about the vaccine. Would you fucking believe that? 7 hours ago, Sky News, COVID-19, blood clot reports in Europe prompt investigation into Oxford AstraZeneca Wonder Jab. Ain't that another massive fucking surprise? The Independent, 4 hours ago, Norway halts AstraZeneca vaccine as homeless prioritised for jab. In the UK, that is. So yeah, a lot of EU countries have now stopped the AstraZeneca Wonder Jab. Right, but sure, the jab is completely safe. But I, most certainly, will not be getting it. That is for sure. Associated Press 3 days ago. Fully vaccinated people can gather without masks. CDC says so. So now, the good old CDC says you can not wear a mask if you get your jab. Right, happy days. We are not worthy. Travis couple shows up for vaccine appointments to an empty tent. City says sorry. So the couple went to get their Wonder Jab, all excited, and they went up to the assistant to talk to him, but it was a cardboard cutout, right, in a pop-up tent. There was no one there. Ibiza wants to be the first place in Europe to welcome visitors with a vaccine passport. 3 days ago. So, if you thought that vaccine passports were indeed a conspiracy theory, you best think a fucking again. And I recall actually the fact checkers saying that no, it's a conspiracy. Sure. BBC 4 hours ago, 5G masts in village attack on democratic rights. Damn fucking straight. So what's this? A village where 2 towering 5G masts were erected without consultation has warned others there is nothing they can do to stop their construction. It says nothing they do, but I think they were meant to say nothing they can do, so they're as bad as me. But clearly there has been a change, because before they could do something about it, but no. Changes in the law mean some developments, including masts below a certain height, no longer need planning permission. A councillor said the move robbed people of their democratic rights. Damn fucking straight. But what should they do now? Well, they should all, each and every fucking one of them in this residential area, refuse to pay any council tax or rent whatsoever until something is done. And then we will see if something changes. That's just an idea, but really people have to act and unite as a community and get rid of these fucking masts, right? Fucking, I know where to put them, and it's somewhere the sun don't shine, and his name is Bill Gates, right? That's where to put the masts. Go for it. But yeah, that's it for today. A bit of a long one, really, to get back into it for the return of the Friday Fix, right? I will be back again on Monday with Meme of the Week, right? And next week we will have the Bill Cooper video. So look out for it. And thank you to everyone who watches and engages. And that is about it. Bye-bye.